Shalom, it's your brother from the Great Millstone Atlanta camp. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rikak Radash. I also want to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and rule well, and peace and safety to the elect men, women, and children scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom. So on the screen you see it says life or death. Life or death. That's the option that our people have. And believe it or not, most people are going to choose death. But I'm going to go deeper into that, why most people are going to choose death. And first, let me start off with a quick precept. The words of Hamashiach Yahweh Shai in the book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 13. And it reads, "Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat." So, like I was saying, most of our people, they're going to choose death. They're going to choose death because it's the wide way that leadeth to the destruction. And most people are gonna most all people are followers. They follow whatever Esau puts out there. You know, going back to these different religions. I'm not gonna name all of them, but basically these different religions, and also you know these different conscious and atheists, Egypt study and Kemet and all of that. Those are the broad ways to destruction that our people are taking. And I'm gonna continue to read. It says, "Because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there." Shlaki, it says, "And few there be that find it." So it says, "Few there be that find it." And just like I was saying about these different religions and these different beliefs, here's verse 15. It says, "Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly there are raven wolves." So you know, these different church pastors and you know, these religions and the Catholic Church. That's it. All of these different religions are going down real fast. Everybody's waking up to, you know, the pedophilia that's going on in the Catholic Church. You know, the false prophets, these false fake preachers in the Christian church. They're all about money, and you know, and it's a lot of adultery going on, homosexuality going on in these different religions. And you know, a lot of people falling out of this Kemet too, because you know you learn so much, and then after a while it don't make sense, but it sounds good in the beginning. It sounds good in the beginning because you know it seems like you own something. You know, a lot of brothers think they building up their knowledge, but it's you know it's a bunch of nonsense. But as a matter of fact, let me go to Proverbs 1:22, and it says, "How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge." So, as far as I was saying about the people that's into this Kemet and Egyptology and all of that nonsense, you know, they hate the knowledge of this word. And I actually I was talking to a guy. Um, he say that he was a Hebrew Israelite, and he woke up to Kemet. And I'm like, damn, dude, how you go from the truth to to something like that. So he was like, he basically said, a woman took him out of the truth. And that's, hey, hey, I didn't even really try and bring him back into the truth. I just, hey, if a woman can take him out of the truth, and you're a Hebrew Israelite, then that's just way off. He just going he can be a two third nigga, and he'll learn in that day that when his destruction come, that he went way off. He went way off the right path. But yeah, it's unbelievable how you can come into this truth and fall out and go back to go to atheists, or go into Christianity, or you know you seem like you would start there, and then when you hear about the truth, you stay into the truth, because this truth is the answer to all questions. This truth is it's the light. It goes into everything, why everything is the way it is. The truth is in the scriptures. So I guess it was too much for him. And either he I don't know why that dude fell out like that. But it's a lot of guys fall out, and it's scary, because the Most High put the Spirit on you to learn His Word, and show you that you're gonna have, you can have salvation, and in that day, the day of the destruction, it's coming. All the prophecies are coming to pass, everything lining up, and then you just go back into the world. I mean, how? There has to be a real strong demonic force, a real strong demon, to pull you out of this truth and put you back into the world. Then again, on the other side, it's people waking up every day, and that's the beautiful part about it. And those people, let me get that in Zechariah, um, Zechariah chapter 13, and I'm gonna start at 8. And it says, "And it shall come to pass that in all the land," that means the whole earth, all the land, said Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, two parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. Verse 9 says, "And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them, and I will say, It is my people, and they shall say, The Most High is my power." So that's only 1/3 of all of Israel, and Israel is just not. Israel is big. I want to say it's more Israelites on earth than all the other nations put together. There's a lot of Israelites. You have all 12 tribes, and then you have the Israelites that don't look like Israelites, that look like the heathen nations. We call them confusion of face, and there's a bunch of them out there. So, and when the kingdom come, you know, the chosen people are gonna come out of all the different lands, all the different countries of this on this planet. It's not just gonna be United States. It's not just gonna be Europe. It's gonna be all the lands. Chosen people are gonna come from everywhere. But we're gonna be sent through that fire, and that's what you got to go through to make it to the kingdom. But we already know those that come into this truth. We know what's on the other end of that path, the kingdom of heaven, and we know that this place is going to be destroyed. This hell that we're going through, that you know that this devil is putting us through on a daily. But let me get another scripture real quick, just to kind of shed a little bit more light on this life or death choice. And I'm gonna go to 2nd Ezra chapter 7, and I'm gonna start at 3. And it reads, "And I speak, Shalaki, I'm gonna start over. And it reads, And I say, Speak on, my power. Then said he unto me, The sea is set in a wide place, that it might be deep and great. But put the case, the entrance were narrow and like a river." I'm gonna read that again. But put the case, the entrance were narrow like a river. Who then could go into the sea to look upon it and to rule it? If he went not through the narrow, how could he come into the broad? There is also another thing. A city is built, and it is set on a broad field, and it is full of all good things. Hey, that's the kingdom of heaven. That I was just talking about. But continue to read. This is verse 7. The entrance thereof is narrow, and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on the right side, and on the left a deep water, and one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could be one man go there at once. So that path, you got the fire on one side and you got the water on the other side, deep water. In that fire you got the chemic and the atheists, and all of this stuff about there is no God. God lives in you. The black woman is God. All of that nonsense. And in that water you got Islam, you got Christianity, you got the Catholic Church, but you can't see that path in between because it's real narrow. Because of that Broadway where everybody want to go through, they in that fire and they in that water. But the thing I don't understand is, how do you get on the right path? You look over in the fire and you say, "Oh, that fire don't like it's too hot." Uh, let me go get me a fireproof suit. And see if I can walk through the fire. But you get in, it's gonna burn you up. And then, you look over to the other side. You just got out the damn water and you got on the path. But you look at the water and be like, "Oh, that water was actually feeling good." And if it get deep, if it get a little deep, I can swim back. I can swim across. But you're not gonna swim across. You're gonna drown. You're not gonna make it to the other side. The only way to the other side is that narrow, straight path that you can hardly see. But hey, like I read before in Zechariah, only two, or should I say, only 1/3 of all people going, you know, not even really 1/3 of all people, only a small number of all people gonna walk through that path, that narrow path, with the fire on one side and the water on the other side. Only 1/3 of all people gonna make it. 2/3 of all people You know, you're gonna drown or you're gonna get burnt up. But you know, if you look at it um, as far as the day of destruction, you know, this place is gonna pass away with fire. So that's gonna be these nuclear missiles and either you know, a bullet from a damn AK-47. So like I said, you got a choice. You can choose life. You can choose death. You know, any brothers out there that fell off, hey man, you need to get back on that narrow path. You need to get back on that straight narrow path and start looking at the broad ways where everybody is. That's actually where the people are coming from, getting on this narrow path because they see the destruction ahead. And you know, you brothers that's already on that path, don't let nothing knock you off the path into that water or into that fire. It's a lot of demons out here. It's a lot of energy that's causing all people to go off. And I really, you know, I really wish that um, you know, that 1/3 and that 2/3. I really wish that was all people. But hey, that's not the case. You know, you're gonna have some loved ones that's gonna be a 2/3 that's not gonna make it. You know, you're gonna have most of all people that's gonna take the chip, which is the mark of the beast. Read up, you know, the mark of the beast talked about in Revelations 13. Most of all people gonna take the chip, and the people that's gonna take the chip, they gonna be in that fire in that deep water. But you know, I just pray that that more of our people wake up. You know, and you know, you can just hope that you know, your family or your close friends, or, you know, the brothers that's into the truth, my brothers and sisters that's in this truth, just hope that they wake up and they be part of that 1/3. So that's all we can do at this point. But it's gonna be a great multitude that wake up real soon. Something's gonna happen real soon where a lot of people's gonna choose that life over that death. It's coming real soon, real soon. But I'm gonna go ahead and end it there, giving all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, and His Son Yahweh Shai, in the name of the Holy Spirit, the Ruach Quadash. I also want to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and rule well, and peace and safety to the elect men, women, and children. Shalom.